Starliner. For true Floridian coaster enthusiasts, Starliner at Cypress Gardens and formerly Miracle Strip Amusement Park is a ride that holds a special place in history as one of the oldest coasters in Florida that modern riders have been able to experience. In appearance, it reminded me of the Big Dipper from Roller Coaster Tycoon's Bumblebee Beach, since both offer a classic out and back design. And if you got to ride it at Panama City Beach, you likely had a truly special experience. But just how good was this coaster? Find out in this review of Starliner. This iconic wooden roller coaster, a creation of Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters, opened its gates in 1963, making it one of the first permanent roller coasters in the Sunshine State. Today, Florida is one of the coaster capitals of the United States, with Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld. But Starliner didn't open in Orlando or Tampa. It opened in Panama City Beach. Though many other legacy coasters preceded it, only one was in operation into the 21st century: roller coaster at PBA Amusement. Magic Dragon at the Tampa Zoo was the second longest surviving coaster from the 1960s, making it to 1987. Starliner's legacy is a testament to the enduring appeal of classic roller coasters. In a state that only currently has 3 wooden roller coasters, the ability to maintain a true classic woody like this was a phenomenal accomplishment. The coaster's out and back design promised a timeless adventure, and its wooden tracks provide a charmingly vintage ride experience. Starliner's history took a turn when Miracle Strip Amusement Park closed its doors in 2004, leaving the fate of this beloved coaster uncertain. However, coaster enthusiasts were in for a pleasant surprise. Starliner was not forgotten and found a new home by being relocated to Cypress Gardens, which later transformed into Legoland, Florida. This relocation allowed a new generation of riders to experience the thrills of Starliner while preserving its historical significance. The fact that a smallish park like Cypress Gardens would invest in relocating a wooden coaster is truly awesome. However, the expense of bringing this in as their headlining coaster likely contributed to their inability to keep Cypress Gardens open. When Legoland purchased Cypress Gardens, Streamliner was scrapped, as Legoland wanted to focus on smaller coasters and family rides. As for Cypress Gardens, it was a true gem in the amusement park landscape of Florida. At a time when Disney and Universal were starting to get crazy long lines, Cypress Gardens remained relatively empty. And with a nice collection of family-friendly coasters, this offered a wonderful mix of thrills and family fun without all the extra stress of the megaparks. For locals, the few years that Starliner and Cypress Gardens were able to operate as a mini coaster destination was truly magical. My main memory of visiting actually occurred on Triple Hurricane, now Coastersaurus, where the operators just briefly stopped the train in the station, asked if anyone wanted to get off, and then let us keep going around again and again, like that until someone else actually got in line, which I want to say was about 6 laps later. With the lack of crowds, one understands why the park didn't make it. But man, was this park special if you made it here during this period, especially for a park in Central Florida. After leaving the station of Starliner, you went around a small turn before heading up the rather slow lift hill to reach a height of 70 feet. Then you went down the first drop, over a decent bunny hill, and then slowly crested the third hill. Originally, you went through a tunnel on the valley after this, but this was not relocated to Cypress Gardens. Then you popped upwards into a turnaround that slowly curved downwards, something you don't see every day on a classic wooden coaster, but it looked to give a mix of laterals with a little bit of curved drop feeling. Then you went into a series of bunny hills that mixed up the speed that you took them based on their size and other factors. Some then gave better airtime than others, though none offered anything truly crazy or wild as far as I can remember. After this nice return run, you hit the brakes and arrived back in the station. Overall, how good was Starliner? With Triple Hurricane crowding out my memory of wooden coasters from Cypress Gardens, I can't give a super accurate description. It was a solid and enjoyable family-style classic wooden coaster. But did it give me enjoyable airtime like Judge Roy Scream does now? I can't say that I remember. As a kid scared of coasters, it offered something truly enjoyable without being too scary that it drove me away, but nothing to replace my favorite coasters at the time in XLR8 or Mayan Mindbender from the then defunct Astroworld. More or less, it did everything that it looked like it does as a coaster, but nothing more to be extra special, at least to me. What are your memories of riding Starliner? Does this classic coaster deserve more love? Let me know. And as always, Cup Coon Crop.